in our,
in our
in our,
yeah. So
in our,
welcome,
in
Richard.
our,
It's
in
good to
our
see you. I'm Chris Steele. Richard Learmont is here, and you're joining us in a conversation. So, Richard, reality of society, the world we live in now. What's up with this whole COVID-19 situation as you see it?
hmm.
Caught you off guard there, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. COVID-19. Wow. It's COVID-19 it's a it's a curse and a blessing at the same time. It really is. I mean, from my perspective, in a sense that in a curse that yes, a lot of people are deeply suffering, their businesses are in peril. We're watching a major shift in our entire civilization, basically, of how things are coming to this massive transformation. And the blessing in disguise is that it's transforming something. And a big part of it that I find, it's in human behavior, which is a really important thing, how we behave with each other. And we can see it. We can see it as COVID now. It's like the smoke bomb, and everyone's just like running in all different directions, trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. And so you have these different factions of people who are, don't tell me what to do because with your rules and so on and so forth. And then these other groups just like, well, we have to respect each other. We need to put our mask on, and in order to bring some sort of a social order. And some view that as like, well, that's control, that's big brother stuff, and it's all true and it's all not true. It's the binary of this world that we live in. You have this and that, and it's really bringing up all of these things in the individual. And so it's really important for us to really look deep within ourselves, and to really think about it. How do you want to behave in this whole thing, and how is that affecting each other? How are we affecting each other? How are we impacting each other with it? So I see like it is playing a huge role in terms of reshaping and reforming the way we behave individually, and how we behave, how we bring this into the collective.
I love it. What's funny, just to kind of back you up, what's coming to my heart is it's about control, right? I remember back on Friday, March 13th, when the whole social isolation order went into effect, more, coming up on 7 months ago. Nobody had any control over that, and here we are all leading our lives, managing our businesses, kids out of school, now all of a sudden they're stuck at home, homeschooling. And at the same time, we get to focus on what we can control in that context, right? So all the stuff we can't control, we get this pandemic, this disease that still people don't understand, right? And we're doing our best to navigate the waters with responsibility, with ideally a calmness and a diligence, not drama and chaos, which seems to be a relative norm as well. And I love that you brought it up because there's a silver lining around it. Frankly, from my perspective, it's allowing us all to focus on what we can control, right? So we can control our attitude in the context of the chaos, right? We can control how well we connect with people in a socially isolated situation. We can control that. Look at what you and I are doing on this video, and we can control how we show up. Are we showing up as victims freaking out, or are we showing up as people that are strong, resilient, confident, and making a positive impact in the world? So I love that you brought it up. It's a blessing and a curse, more of a blessing than a curse, that I think. But again, I have control over how I perceive that, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, the curse is for a lot of people who are suffering in terms of, the losses that they're experiencing, the super poor people who are, experiencing this it's even worse for them. And this is something, that I think we will be experiencing more and more as we come to the closing of the gate, the ending of this global cycle I've been speaking about. And as we come to it in 2027, entering into this whole new realm we will find, yes, the breaking down of certain infrastructures and institutions, and won't be able to fulfill the job that it used to in the past, and something new is on the horizon. Something is new that's going to be coming through for us. But until then, we'll experience a lot of breakdown, a lot of shifts and change, and a lot of suffering, and as we move through into this new paradigm. So yeah, we need to brace ourselves and show up and help as much as we can. I think that's what we're offering this as well. Um, and soon, yes, we also intend to offer a live version of this, so people can bring questions, and we'll be able to have a live interaction.
Right. And this is a pre-recorded thing we're doing. I want to back you up on that as well, Richard. We want to bring more people into this conversation. I think pretty soon we're going to open this up and we're going to do a Facebook Live and see what we can do, and just get, because you're a pretty smart guy. I like to think I'm a pretty smart guy, but if we can create kind of a collective of thought, maybe we can start solving problems in the now. We've got so much stuff out there, and I love that you're wanting to, bring our collective consciousness into this, right? As we talk about the breakdown and everything. And one of the things I learned early in life, it's one of the things I teach as a business consultant, is breakthroughs happen only after a breakdown. So it's almost like, unless there's a breakdown, there's not going to be a breakthrough. Mm-hmm. So here we are, everything you just said, the breakdown, rejoice that there's a breakthrough coming. And let's create a community around how we can collectively energize a breakthrough. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I
Cool.
think that's a really good note to conclude for today.
Let's do it. And we'll conclude, and we'll pick it up again next time.
Sounds great. Thank you, Chris.
So, thank you, Richard. We'll hopefully see y'all soon.
Yes. Cheers.